She allowed herself for a minute to look back. She could see the friendly inviting living room and she knew that there was safety back there. But did she want safety? She lowered her head for a moment, closed her eyes, and then she remembered she only heard his voice. But the tingle that the voice sent down her spine, she could still feel it. Still knew it, wholly and completely. And she wanted more. That was all it took to steel up her resolve. Every time you feel the sun on your face, little one, feel the gentle kiss of my love telling you how amazing, and incredible, and beautiful you are. A light breeze in the air. Every once in a while the wind gusts would pick up, and she was glad that even though she was in Southern California and the sun had been so warm, she was very glad that she was in sweats and a sweater and that the fire was going. The breeze felt so good on her face. Some days it just feels like the sun works better here. She loved the feel of it on her skin. But she also was glad for the times when a light wispy cloud passed overhead and she wasn't directly in the sunlight. And then she caught the smell of the salt sea air. It was a very nice, warm day. But yet the cool ocean breeze kept kissing her face. She couldn't believe it really. Yes, she was in Southern California. Yes, she was at his house. Though not quite as elegant as the bungalow, a very wonderful view. And it had something that her safe space bungalow had never had. Him. So much has happened in the last couple of weeks. It was like a whirlwind. Some of it she was sure she would never remember, and parts of it she would never forget. After that fateful moment, those minutes standing there boldly, a woman completely in her power, able to fully and solely stand firm in front of her boss and declare that she belonged to him completely. And yet secure in the knowledge that she was not a victim, she was not weak in any stretch of the imagination. In fact, over the course of the time since that meeting, it had come out over and over again just how incredibly strong of a woman she had stepped up to be. And although yes, he had so much to do with it, it was also very much an inner journey that she herself had undertaken. A step up in her own life that even now she was only just beginning to understand. She took another sip of her coffee, enjoying the warm sun on her face as she went over and sat in the chair on the deck. Couldn't have ordered a more perfect morning, she thought. Well, unless he comes out, a wicked grin crossing her face. He had arrived in the limo and they had spent not just the weekend together, and although there were times all she wanted to do was tie him to her bed, keep him there forever, they had actually explored the town and done some fun things together. But then the most startling thing of all had happened.